Hello there, Amanda here. I am sorry that I haven't made a video in over a month. Actually, I had some videos, but I decided to just sort of take a step back. I needed some time to focus on things here, and I felt like I couldn't be 100% where I needed to be in my home while I was doing the videos and in just the place that I was at the time. So I took a break, and it was worth it because I've gotten things more in line at home. Homeschool has been a lot better than it was for a couple months. It was just not great, and things are more smooth now. So I think that break really helped me to just kind of settle into what I was doing. So I decided that the first video back should be a free resources video because that is so a big thing. Everyone can use more free resources, so that'll be the first thing. I have been shopping for next year's curriculum, so once that stuff starts to come in, I'll be able to do videos on that. I still want to do a video about our math journey, but I don't know, that's ever in flux, so maybe it's not time for that. And then I have like a prep video that I want to do. We'll see. So today though, for resources, it is springtime and I have been looking for spring related printables and things. And I will say I only have one website for you today, and it's because it's kind of a big one. So the resources I have to show today are all from the artkitblog.com. I've actually talked about them before, but I think it's super important that if you haven't checked them out, to check them out now because they are doing amazing things over there. The mega bundle, the spring mega bundle that recently was for sale that I skipped because I wasn't ready. I'm just not ready for another bundle. As beautiful as they are, I wasn't ready for another one. However, in advertising for that, the Art Kit was putting out a bunch of free printables, like back to back to back. It actually might have been right after. Anyways, my email has just been blowing up with all these blogs sending out resources for printing. So this is the one that's really caught my eye, and I downloaded so many things, and I only have a couple things to show you of the things that I downloaded, and I didn't download everything. So this is just a very small sampling of what you could get if you subscribe to get emails from the Art Kit and have access to the free printables that they have. So, like I said, it's spring related. So this is skip counting puzzle strip things. So this is by twos, and it was counting 1 to 10 and then counting 11 to 20 and then counting, there was another one, I don't remember, but I didn't need those because they weren't, I was just interested in the skip counting. So I did print out all of the skip counting ones from this set. So 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s. And I'm actually working on 6s right now with my daughter, so that's why I was so excited to see this. So I printed these out, and I only cut out sixes and tens right now. I just print them on regular paper because she'll do this a couple times and then she won't actually need it anymore because she'll just remember her sixes. I mean, she kind of already does. We have like a little song that we sing with it. I think I've been using Classical Conversations songs for our skip counting, but we don't use Classical Conversations. I just found a video on YouTube. And then for the sixes, they had like To Mark It was a song like the melody that you're supposed to sing it to. And I don't know that song. And I didn't feel like it was very easy to remember based on that song. Like it didn't flow very nicely. So I found another video and I couldn't find it again. So I'm glad we both happened to remember the melody for sixes, because we've done all the other skip counting to songs, and the Classical Conversation songs have been really good so far. Just not, the sixes didn't work for me. So she did this today actually in class, and it was really nice and simple. And I also did the tens, just because our lesson today happened to be not skip counting by tens, but adding and subtracting with multiples of 10. So this is just extra fun. So we have learned, she's memorized twos through, well, I'm working on sixes now. So now if I want her to review any of these, I can pull this out. And when it's time for us to start going over sevens, eights, or nines, I have this for free. All right, the next thing that I have, also I will say, this little sheet right here comes with all of the printables that you can get from the art kit, and it tells you to check out their blog at theartkitblog.com, and they have an Etsy shop too if you like what you see. So these are 3-part cards, and I didn't actually print out the other portion of the 3-part. I just printed out the 1 part, not the 2-part, because I'm planning on using these as flashcards. So we are about to start a botany science unit from The Good and the Beautiful, and I just thought these are really beautiful, and I thought that it'd be cool to just have them in the set with all the other things that we're learning in the botany unit. So it's leaves and they're trees. And then this one just happens to have it all on one page. So 3-part cards, if you're not aware, are a Montessori type of resource. And it comes like this. So you have the card with the picture and the word, and then you have one that just has the picture, and then you have one that just has the word. So they can match these together, or match these together, or match them all together, or whatever, for identifying each thing. My daughter's kind of past, that particular technique won't really do much for her. She's kind of past the point where that is educational. I mean, she could still do it, but she won't gain much from it. Whereas just using them as just your typical flashcards are fine. Flashcards? Yeah. Sometimes I said that. And then the last one I have is flowers. Again, 3-part cards. I only printed out 1 part. And these are also for the botany unit. Now, these things, I think printing these out, these 3 resources, I think that I decided to download them from emails that I received, meaning all of these resources were released, or at least sent to me, brought to my attention, all around the same time. So maybe within a week or 2, I ended up downloading all 3 of these resources. And like I said, I downloaded way more resources. These are the ones that make sense for me to print out right now and actually use. I just printed them out today, so I haven't cut them out yet, but I'm going to prepare my science unit this week for starting it next week. So I will also get these things prepared. And because I plan to use these as actual flashcards and I want them to stay with the unit that I printed them for, I'm gonna laminate these after I cut them out. So I just printed them on standard printer paper. And then I'll laminate them for long haul use. So these are all spring resources and they're beautifully done. I mean, it's the artwork is gorgeous. So if something looks good, I'm gonna want to use it more. I'm gonna lean towards it. And the art kit does a great job of putting out pretty stuff. Like I said, all this stuff is completely free, just the cost of paper and printer ink. I will leave a link down in the description so you can subscribe to get these free resources yourself. And like I said, my email is just blowing up with so many different people sending things of free resources. So I would say if you come across something like this and you like one thing that they have, sign up for their emails and they will remind you regularly, almost some of them daily, that they have stuff for you to look at that's free, and they are adding stuff all the time. And the more I find, the more that I sign up for, the more that I find down the road too. So if you're interested in free resources, definitely go check this out. Thank you so much for watching.